Dear student, now we will discuss about the capital of the company. A company can invite the common public to contribute the capital through its share. I've already told you that with the help of company form of business, large scale of business is possible because huge amount of capital can be collected by issuing shares to the common public. Now the question here arises, what is share? If we define the share, then in simple words we can say that share is a share in the capital of the company. It means it is the part of the capital of the company. There are basically two types of shares. First one, equity shares. Second one, preference shares. Now the question here arises, what is equity share? What is preference share? If we define the equity share as per company law, the equity shares are those shares which are not preference shares. Now it means to understand the meaning of equity share, first we have to understand the meaning of preference shares. So what is preference shares? Preference shares are those shares which get preference in terms of payment of dividend and capital. It means these shares get preference for payment of dividend and capital before the equity shareholders. What does it mean? The name here itself implies preference shares. It means they get somewhat preference. Now what type of preference? There are two types of preference they get. One is in terms of dividend. Another is in terms of capital. Means whenever the company earns profit, the dividend is first paid to preference shareholder and then to equity shareholder. Means they get preference over equity share. And at the time of liquidation of the company, whenever the company goes for liquidation, the capital of preference share is paid first and then the equity shareholders are paid. It means they get preference for the payment of capital before the equity shares.